What's going on, guys? Kyle, IDEX Pro here. Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about Ideanomics and a recent article that I found that I think provides some hope, hopefully for you investors that are still holding this stock, because a lot of people are currently down, probably pretty big. This stock's been taking a beating recently, and today we're going to talk a little bit about why that is, as well as the article that I found that I think provides some interesting insight into the company. So make sure you guys stick around, hit that notification bell so you never miss a new video like this. Make sure to like the video if you're new. Also check out our WeBull link if you guys want to pick up some free stocks with WeBull. Check out our course link if you guys want to get access to our courses, and check out our channel membership. But other than that, guys, let's get right into this video. All right, everybody, let's take a look at Ideanomics, the article that I was talking about, and a little bit of the price action that was going on. So first, let's start on today's trading day. Ideanomics down over 8%. Absolutely crazy drop in stock price. We'll take a bigger look here at the bigger picture here in a little bit, but just to give you some context, Ideanomics down heavy today. Let's take a look. This is the article that I wanted to talk about because I think it's interesting. It leaves more of a bullish sentiment on Ideanomics as an EV company, and I think it's just some good news that we all want to hear, you know, now with the unfortunate drop if you're holding IDEX. Some electric vehicle investors may rejoice after Ideanomics posted its full year 2020 results. The company posted strong numbers, including accelerated revenues. This lays the groundwork for IDEX stock's upside in 2021 as the EV charging infrastructure expands. Speculators may treat IDEX stock as a lotto pick. This is what we were actually talking about, I believe, in the beginning of this video, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe I recorded it out of order, I can't remember. But we talked about how IDEX is, for the most part, a very speculative play. Actually, you know, we talked about this last time in the video. This is a very speculative play, right? Especially in the EV charging industry, when really there's still a lot of momentum that needs to get going for IDEX to really cement themselves in this industry. But anyways, this is basically talking about how it's more of a lotto type pick. This is a speculative play, right? This is a play that people are, you know, throwing because they can, right? You know, it's $200, right? If each air costs about, you know, $2, that's not that much money, right? In the grand scheme of things, of course, you know, it depends on what level you're at. But speculators may treat IDEX stock as a lotto pick, but in a few years, the company's industry disruption may pay off in two ways: Ideanomics Mobility and Ideanomics Capital. Ideanomics Mobility will prosper from global EV market growth. It will do so by investing in three pillars of EV enablement: vehicles, charging, and energy. So this is interesting. This is actually basically talking about Ideanomics Mobility. This is the EV sector, or the division, I guess you could say, of Ideanomics that they're pushing forward. I think that this could be genuinely a huge EV company, especially in the EV charging or in the EV energy sector, like we talked about there. Again, though, there needs to be more of the ball needs to get rolling a little bit more for that to be the case. But I do think that I could definitely see them situating themselves in a successful place within that industry. So, and the other thing is Ideanomics Capital. That's interesting. And as far as this article goes, if we look, there's not too much mention of it. But that could be very interesting going into the future, as far as I'm assuming it's a capital management type firm idea, which, I don't know, that could be something interesting that Ideanomics gets into the future. Let's read a little bit more though. Shared services within the mobility unit will result in commercial fleet electrification to increase its margins. IDEX has a strategy in finding synergy among its portfolio. For example, Tree Electric, a subsidiary in Malaysia, received a purchase order from an Indonesian bike distributor. IDEX will fulfill the 10,000 unit service order. So that's good news, right? They have a 10,000 unit service order for, I believe it was electric trucks from its subsidiary Tree Electric, or Triletic, I guess you could say. But that's obviously good news. So we like to see that. It's unfortunate that the stock price is taking such a hit right now, despite that's happening, but you know, you get what you get, right? You kind of win some, lose some in this push and pull market, unfortunately. IDEX Motorcycle Investment introduces battery and charging technology to its portfolio. So Triletic may apply the battery and charging equipment in this product. Oh, it's all right. That was bikes. My mistake. I don't know why I said trucks. Ignore me. This will drive revenue as early as the second half of the year. So the rest of this article, I don't want to bore you guys too much and just read this whole time, but the rest of this article basically just gives pretty much a kind of an overview, if you will, of Ideanomics' potential in not just the EV charging industry, but as you can see, some other opportunities in the international sector, right? In China, in, you know, other, I mean, they're already established with a subsidiary in Malaysia, like we just talked about. and just kind of overall international expansion. This is interesting. In the last fiscal year, IDEX accumulated 165.76 million in cash, and cash equivalents revenues rose sharply. Good news, obviously. Offset by the cost of revenue from third parties, still expenses for the year fell from 111.68 million to 88.63 million. So this is obviously a good sign. We like to see companies that are obviously continuing to grow their revenue and shrink their expenses. That means the company is growing, right? The company took a non-cash expense charge of 42.6 million in 2020 compared to 73.4 million. This move will improve the long-term value of the business. Cool. Fair value, electric car stock. So that's just a little bit about overall. So mostly what this article is trying to explain and just kind of give a brief overview of how IDEX could fit into the EV sector as a whole, as well as just kind of what's going on with IDEX. I like this stock. I like IDEX, and I think that in the charging industry, they could do very well. I mean, this is a company that's already proven itself in other industries. It's already created other very, I think, innovative and interesting products. So I would not doubt that IDEX could really push forward in this industry. And of course, their revenues are going up and their expenses are going down, which we always like to see. Now, let's take a look at the stock price, the sticks. Thank you. So let's take a look at the sticks. Here we're looking at the 180-day 4-hour chart. Here we have, it looks like from just early February to March, and then April, obviously all the way down here. If we look, we can see here that pretty much, unfortunately, IDEX has been on a downward trend for pretty much most of the beginning of the new year. As you can see here, when we started probably back here in about, this was actually in the beginning of February back here. Let's take a little bit look further. Let's go to the 1 year, right? If we can look all the way back to, let's go to January. So January 1st, IDEX was still kind of in the incubation period, right? It was just kind of in between a pretty decent, rally here, and then a big pullback all the way down here. Volume kind of just decreased heavily. And then the announcement with the EV charging stuff, we really started to see all of a sudden this nice upward trend line. And then we got all the way up to a high of $5.53. And unfortunately, since then, IDEX has kind of just plummeted. This could be due to a variety of factors, whether it's, poor earnings. I know there was a big cut in revenue from a subscription service, I believe, that they were involved in. And unfortunately, that kind of got cut out, I think, and that kind of lost a lot of people, just as far as numbers go. And just overall, this is a speculative play, right? There's still a lot of work to be done as far as the EV charging sector goes, and getting IDEX cemented in that sector. Like we've said in this video a couple times now, If we look at the RSI, 36, super oversold, and just very, very low, right? Just has dropped from its all-time high, and I'm pretty sure that's an all-time high. Let's check the 3-year just in case. I'm pretty sure, yeah, this is pretty much the all-time high that it's hit, and it's dropped a little bit lower. So that's unfortunate. MACD, if we look here, the blue line is going deep underneath the, well, I guess not deep, but that's deep in my opinion, below the brown line. So, and that's where we got this nice big red candle here. Unfortunate the recent times that IDEX is in. But here's the thing, with this stock, for the most part, the way I am, honestly, I'm thinking about maybe buying into a little bit of it, and the way I'm probably going to play this stock is that I am going to hold for the long term. On this big dip that we see here, that we've been seeing, I'm probably going to buy some shares. I'm probably going to load up a little bit, and even if I can play this stock as a swing or a long-term play, I don't know, I think this might have some real potential for that. So and this is of course not financial advice, that's my own opinion about the stock and how I'm playing it. I'm not telling you guys to do that by any means. But that's just kind of the way I see it, the way I think that things might go, and I overall am bullish about the company's fundamentals, and I'd love to see where it goes. So I'm probably gonna pick some up for a long-term position on it and see where it goes. But let me know in the comments what you guys are thinking about doing with this stock. Let me know if you guys made any money with it, and overall just bullish? Let me know your thoughts, because I know there's a lot of interesting opinions about this stock out there, and we would love to hear about them in the comments. So let me know, guys, and other than that, that's pretty much it for IDEX. But other than that, that's all we have for Ideanomics. As you can tell, I'm actually pretty passionate about this company. I am very bullish on the company in general. I just think that right now there's a lot of revenue issues that they need to work out, and of course the fundamentals need to actually play out the way that, well, people are expecting them to play out. If this is going to be a very big EV related company, a lot of people are thinking that this is a great value play and that they're getting in on the cutting floor, but I don't know. This is very much a time will tell type of situation where really we just kind of have to wait and see and wait for more information to come out about this company. I like what they've done in the past, and I think moving forward into the future that we're going to see ourselves in the next 5 to 10 years in the EV sector, I think there's a pretty decent place for them. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about Ideanomics, as well as if you're holding the stock or if you made any money. But overall, we'd love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions, and comment them down below. Make sure to like the video, subscribe if you're new, hit that notification bell so you never miss a new video like this. Check out our WeBull link if you guys want to pick up some free stocks with WeBull. Check out our course program if you guys want to get access to 3 amazing courses full of value, and check out our channel membership if you guys want to get some value and support us at the same time. But other than that, guys, that's all we have for you guys today. I'm Kyle of Finance Bro. Take it easy.